Welcome. Billy Uncensored Sports Podcast is in the building. Tough loss. Tough loss. Third loss in a row. We've now dropped 2 straight games by a total of 4 points. That hurts. Either one of these games could have went either way. I said this to Tim and them earlier, Tim and Wayne and Ethan. Golden State won, by the way, too, sidebar. But if we had Joel Embiid, we'd be cakewalking over a lot of these teams. That's was the irritating part for me is we would literally be steamrolling a lot of these teams if we had the big fella. That's what hurts the most about this whole thing, man. We need Joel Embiid. He's supposed to be coming back. What's the timeline next week?
Oh, he may be back Sunday.
Okay, that'll be nice. We need a big time. I mean, but to focus on tonight's game, what's up, Starscreen? Yeah, we can give you the scout report on Hassan. But as far as tonight's game, I mean, we had a lot of dudes step up. Maxey was probably the only one who didn't really shoot well. Well, Oubre didn't shoot well neither. He missed a lot of shots at the basket for some reason. What's up, Zig? But Tobias, 8 for 17, not bad at all. Mo Bamba, 6 for 7. Kyle Lowry, 7 for 12. Maxey was 7 for 26. That's really what killed us right there. Even Batum was 3 for 5. Buddy Hield was 4 for 6. Payne, he hardly didn't play at all. He was 1 for 1. And Ricky Counter 1 for 2. Like, we had a lot of dudes shoot well, and then we had 2 dudes who kind of shot pretty bad, and that was Maxey and Oubre. He only got 20 minutes. He was struggling tonight. He wasn't playing that well. But it's just a couple. Maxey forced a couple bad threes to me in this game. I know he was trying to get back in rhythm a little bit. He was total for 3. He was 2 for 12 from 3. He was almost on the Steph Curry vibe a little bit. That's too many threes for Maxey, especially without Joel Embiid. I think 12 threes is a lot. Sometimes you got to take that. And even some of his mid-range shots, I felt kind of bad for him because a couple of them was like bouncing in, bouncing out, like they was like right there and then kind of rattled out. So sometimes you got them nights, but when you having them bad shooting nights, the last thing you need to be doing, my opinion, is jacking threes. So I think that could have cost us. You think that this game, a couple, let's say a couple of them floaters, 3, 4 of them floaters, threes rather, you trying to floaters, that could have possibly won it. That could have changed the whole outcome of the game. But the team played hard. They battled. I had to give a couple boys credit. I liked the way Mo Bamba looked. Mo Bamba actually, he was in there active. One of them oops he caught was nasty that he caught. I think Maxey threw in the oop, as a matter of fact, or Kyle Lowry. And he actually caught one from Maxey too. But Kyle Lowry threw in one that was nasty. He was doing his thing. He was banging, but not enough. Cleveland had their squad. They had, Spider there and Garland and the tall boy Jared Allen. They had their team popping, and we was minus our best player. So that's why I said we had BB to win this game. I'm irritated.
Well, we do need Joel Embiid, and we already knew. Hey, what's going on? Long time no see. Not my fault.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Them West Coast games was late, man. I couldn't stay up for them. I couldn't hack it.
Yeah.
But go ahead. What you saying?
I'm gonna get a little irritated with Nick Nurse a little bit. It seems like he played a little bit of buddy ball. Like, I know his man is Kyle Lowry, and Kyle Lowry he hit some big baskets. But my thing is Campaign can play basketball, and he's an offensive-minded player to me.
He played better than Kyle Lowry did tonight.
I think he deserved more than 5 minutes in the game. I mean,
Kyle Lowry was hooping tonight, though, bro.
Kyle Lowry hooped.
This is the man you asked for him. Now you turn on him like a rabbit.
I'm not turning on him. What I'm saying is, I still think that Campaign needs more minutes.
I think he should have called the timeout at the end of the game. I know sometimes you want to go on the flow, but I think where Nick Nurse did wrong, should have called that timeout.
Because I was really irritated. Like last Sunday we played. It was either last Sunday, last Saturday we played the Clippers, and we actually played well against the Clippers. We won that game, and Campaign ended up with like 23 points in that game. Then we literally played them 3 days later, and we played them 3 days later. He only gets 5 minutes. So I'm like, if you know that he played that same team, played them very well, Let them eat again against that team. Prove us wrong. Let me prove it to me that was a fluke. So and then today I'm saying like you didn't even play him. He makes big baskets. I just think that because right now we got 9 games, 8 or 9 games going to. So right now you're trying to get your playoff rotation. Who you going to play? And to me, if I want to do that, I'm looking at campaign. I'm looking at offensive players. Like realistically, the playoffs they play 7 to 8 players tops. Who would you consider your 8 players that you just guaranteed is going to play?
I don't know if y'all. I mean, what has campaign done throughout his career that make you think that he really going to come up? So Kyle Lowry has done more in big moments than campaign.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm saying campaign. Kyle Lowry is my like. All right, so you don't want to give me yours, I'll give you mine.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying. You go on his campaign tour or campaign.
I'm campaigning.
But I'm not like to me that wasn't the reason why we lost this game. We lost the game because Maxey didn't shoot well. That was the main reason why we lost the game. And I think we should have. Nick Nurse probably should have doctored up a play. I know sometimes you want to fill the game and you like, yo, just go. Maybe we could get a better shot by keeping Cleveland off balance if they don't get a chance to set their defense up and so forth and so on. But I think he should have called a timeout. This was a win, and a lot of people were saying we losing winnable games. The Cleveland, not the Lakers game or the Clippers game, we got robbed. Let's keep it a big. Let's go back and recap that because we ain't do a show after that. We got robbed that game. Kelly Oubre got called or got fouled 2 times in a row and didn't get one call. That was crazy, and that's why he started cussing refs out at the end of the game. And
I wasn't even mad at him though. I was not mad at him at all.
I couldn't be mad at him because that's when you fighting for your every point and all that kind of stuff, and you know you don't have your best player. They got all their players. Yeah. You know you don't have your best player, and we fought him tooth and nail, and he should have been going to the free throw line with a chance to win that game. That was egregious. That was kind of corny. So now you fast forward to today's game, and once you lose a game like that, you want to try your best as a coach to win this game. So I think what's his name? Nick Nurse should have called a timeout on that last play. Yeah, he didn't. He didn't play good tonight. He played like 20 minutes, Charlie, but he ain't play well. He was off. He was like, I just learned this stat. I think it was like 1 for 7 or something. He didn't play good at all. He missed a lot of shots at the basket for some reason, like some putbacks and tips and all that. But that was the reason why we lost, mainly because Maxey didn't play well. Truth be told, Maxey probably shouldn't have took the last shot. He probably should have drew something up for either Kyle Lowry or Batum or something. Now I know we needed 3. Maxey is traditionally our best 3-point shooter in the team, but Batum was cooking a little bit. He might have wanted to go to Batum for that last joint. Fake it to call a timeout, had a play set like it's going to Maxey, and then have Batum kick out and get the knockdown 3 or something. But I hate losing games like this. Marcus Smart, he said he should have ran out. He should have ran a play for Buddy for the last shot, definitely. Yeah, Buddy was actually playing well too. He wasn't playing bad at all, so I can agree. Well. But he played well. He could have ran something for Buddy or for Batum, in my opinion, because Batum was splashing.
Yeah, even Paul Reed's been playing very well lately too. I got to give props to Paul Reed. It seemed like everybody was good except Maxey. I'm looking 7 for 26. That's a really bad shooting performance. I mean, he pretty much got to eat this game. This is all on him.
I agree. He was off.
I was saying, even Ricky Council got more minutes than campaign. I'm like,
yeah, listen. I do like campaign playing more than not. So I'm not hating on you saying campaign needs to get more time. But tonight wasn't the reason to be like, if campaign was playing, we'd have won. No, because we don't know that. Well, what'd you say?
You don't know that.
But I know what I know is Maxey was off. The dude you saying he should have got more minutes over was Laurie, and Laurie played well. So the only dude who didn't play well was our star, was our second best player, Maxey. If Maxey could have got the splash, and it'd have been a wrap.
But hey, that's what I would have took minutes with Maxey. I would have gave him like 30. Maxey
Can't
played
take
43.
come on, you can't take
Maxey
Maxey
played 40.
for campaign.
Maxey played 43 minutes. My thing is, he could have did 37 and been good.
See, but this is y'all fault too. And you're right, Charlie. He had been taking some crazy shots. But remember, y'all kept saying, and man, Ethan was kind of saying, yo, like, I think Maxey, where Maxey was at, he was cool. Y'all kept saying, be more aggressive, shoot, pull the clip out. Go be like Kobe Bryant. Go Kobe. You got 5 people, but I want you to shoot every time with 4 people around you. This what y'all was asking for.
That's not y'all. Don't say that. That wasn't me.
He was one of them boys. You, Wayne, Nick Nurse. This is what y'all was doing. Y'all kept saying.
Now Nick Nurse was saying he wanted him to take more, and maybe he knew that Embiid's coming back on Sunday, so maybe he wanted this to be his last hurrah. Who knows? Maybe like this is my last day. So let me then. And remember, Embiid's traveling with the team. He's on his road trip. That's why they're saying it's speculation that he's going to play Sunday because he's actually on the road. He was on a bench, so he's there traveling with them. So now it's a matter of how do they put everything together in the next 7 games? Like you got 7, 8 games left in the season. You got to get now everything's going to be focused on Embiid and Maxey, and then you got the others. How is that going to gel? Are they going to be able to make a run?
I think once B get back, definitely. Beat is a huge X factor in all this, man. We got to get out in the 8th spot. I think Starscream said it earlier. He said this might work out to our advantage, though. I expected nothing from us. So when B come back, we probably can make a run, catch some people off guard. I kind of agree with that. Plus, we'll be. I want to get out this playing situation because anything can happen in that playing, man.
Yeah, that's I want that 6th seed, man. If we get the 6th seed, it's over.
Be not too far out of it, too. Let me see where we at now. Somebody just sent me a screenshot. Be about 3 games out of the 6th seed. Pacers is 40. They actually just beat the Lakers. I think last I looked, it was up. I don't know if they ended up winning that game. Pacers is 42 and 33. Sixers is 39 and 35. So we right now, the Heat are in the 7th. We're in the 8th. Pacers in the 6th. So it's a legitimate shot to get that 6th seed to get out of this plan. I don't want to be in this plan. That's anything can happen. Anything can happen when you get in that plan. We don't want to be there.
If we get Boston, this is going to be an early exit.
Keep on pacing. He said he thinks Tuesday he's coming back. So we'll see. We'll see if he come back. How many games we got left when he come back?
I think 7. That's it.
Yikes. Lakers and Golden State gonna have to play in that plan. They're going Golden State right now is 10th. Lakers is 9th. So they going. I think 9 and 10 play each other. Only don't 7 and 8 play, and then 9 and 10 play, and then 10 plays the winner. The loser is 7 and 8, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, like if the 7th seed or the 8th seed, whoever beats that first game,
whoever loses the first game plays the winner of the second game.
Yeah,
because the winner automatically is in. Once you win the one game as a 6 or 7, then you win.
And you play the 7th seed.
Yeah. So the loser then has another chance to get in and plays the winner of the 9-10.
Yeah, exactly.
So the 9-10, you got to play 2 games to get in.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, I like it, but Golden State definitely going to be playing for their playoff lives to get in. They're not getting out the play-in. They too deep.
What's up with Draymond?
I'm concerned about my young boy's mental health. We need to get Curry over here in Philadelphia with Joel.
He's not going nowhere.
I'm concerned about his mental health, man. I don't know if y'all noticed, but he was literally crying, like tears running down his face after Draymond got kicked out.
Yeah.
I think he's expelling so much energy trying to hold this thing together. He understands his legacy is riding on this. Like if he get 5 rings in the LeBron James era, now I know KD came and all that kind of stuff like that. But if he gets 5 rings, 3 without KD, that will guarantee him probably on Mount Rushmore. That'll be a Herculean effort if he could get 1 more ring out the deal. And he needs Draymond to hold it together mentally in order to do this. Because Draymond ain't playing for a legacy. Like Draymond will forever be known as just a great player, a great defensive player. And that's pretty much about it. Like he gonna go down as like if you even look at Rodman and Ben Wallace and Bulls who've been great defensive players throughout history, they get their accolades, but it's not, you're not talking about putting these dudes on no Mount Rushmore. Steph Curry is playing for a whole different level of NBA immortality.
Mount Rushmore of what, this generation or all time?
One of the greatest players of all time. If Steph Curry wins another ring,
I mean, he's still one of the greatest players of all time, but Mount Rushmore is
you could argue if Steph Curry wins 5 rings in the LeBron James era, LeBron James is considered as one of the greatest players of all time. Either one or two. The argument is really, I know people like to put Kobe in there, but it's not. Kobe's not in there. It's either Jordan or LeBron, really, at this point. And if Curry wins 5 rings that are actually tie him with Kobe, that'll put him over LeBron, and that'd be one underneath Jordan, you can't tell me that dude don't got an argument to be on Mount Rushmore if that happens.
Over Magic?
He'd be tied with Magic for 5 rings. So he'd be tied with Magic for 5 rings.
Exactly. He's not better than Magic.
So so he's tied with Magic for 5 rings. He will also be the player who changed the game completely. Greatest shooter of all time, without any doubt. Was on a 73-win team. Went to, that'll be how many championships? If you go to one more, he's been to 6 already. That'd be 7 championship appearances, 5 wins and 7 championships. Hypothetically speaking, if he wins, you're not telling me that wouldn't put him on Mount Rushmore?
The only way you get Mount Rushmore, if you add another president to Mount Rushmore. Like now, there's 5, 6, 7 different dudes. Then he get Mount Rushmore. I thought he's I'll never take away from his greatness, but the Mount Rushmore right now of all NBA is Michael Jordan. And then championships don't make you Mount Rushmore, by the way, when it comes to NBA and legacy and greatness. Yes. So I'm saying, you'll have Magic, you have Michael, Bird. He's not better than Shaq.
Steph Curry's over Bird.
He's not over Shaq.
If he wins one more, he'll be over Shaq.
He's not over Shaq.
If he wins another championship, you want to put him over Shaq?
Nope.
Come on. Stop.
If he wins another championship, you cannot put him over. That's what I said. Championships don't, as dominant as great of a shooter as he is, no one.
He's the greatest free throw shooter of all time. He's the greatest 3-point shooter of all time. He has one of the highest efficiency ratings of all time.
So you got Michael, LeBron, Magic, Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal, I don't think, honestly, is not on my Mount Rushmore right now.
But he's not. My thing is, he's not on my Mount Rushmore. But he's not. Steph Curry's not better than Shaquille O'Neal as far as if it's a line, he's behind Shaq.
If he wins another, he's over Shaq. As a player, you got to remember Shaq in certain moments, as dominant Shaq was in certain moments, he was unplayable. You had to pull him out the game. So you had to do that with Curry, and this is at the best of Shaq's career. Like Curry used to be the dude who players to pick on defensively. He even shored that up. So now you can't even attack him defensively and think you're going to do something. So now he's defensively solid. His offensive game is he's probably one of the, in my opinion, one of the top 3 greatest offensive players the NBA has ever seen.
He's great. So, I'm not taking away from his legacy. I'm not. You gotta respect what he's done. But you got 3 right there. He's not better than Shaq. He's not better than Shaq.
By the way, I don't think he's winning another championship. I don't. Not the way this team is consistent. I'm just hypothetically saying if he did. And Draymond, and he realizes they have a outside shot if everybody can put it together, right? So who somebody carried Curry? Who carried Curry? Who this is
Clay. I'll tell you. Let me answer that question.
Who carried Curry?
Klay Thompson has carried him over time. Before he was hurt, before Klay got hurt, Klay was a bad man. He was a bad man. And then Durant was dominant. And then at one point, Steph didn't have to play defense.
I'm sorry?
Steph didn't have to play defense.
Neither did Jordan. Pimpin did that. Nobody talks about that though.
No, Jordan was always a good defender.
Yeah, but because he got voted in, but you know, we have tape coming out that's proving otherwise. And I'm not saying Jordan didn't try defensively, but he wasn't as great and heralded as people try to act like he was. Pippen took the bulk of that. Jordan was just allowed to score. That's what you do. This is why what makes LeBron James so great. LeBron James did everything. This is why I personally feel LeBron James is the most complete basketball player ever. Because he literally did everything. If you look at this dude's stats when he was winning championships, this dude was leading in points, rebounds, assists, steals, and one-time blocks. Tim, what is Tim cooking about? Like, but first of all, who carried Curry? Do you mean it's Steph? Klay Thompson, who is a career 20-point a game, 22-point a game scorer, carried the dude who was averaging 30 points a game.
And there were moments. There's always been moments. Like Shaq has always been the best player, been dominant. When he was on his tear from 2020 to 2020 to 2000 to 2004, Shaq was probably the best player on the planet, most dominant. Nobody could stop him. Kobe wrote his tales.
Yeah, but at the same time, he was a liability at the free throw line and clutch moments in the game. If the game was close, you had to take Shaq out. Did you take him out the game?
And that made him even better because even though he was a liability on the free throw line, he still was unstoppable. You saw what he did the Sixers 2001.
Yeah, we don't think we could have won that game if we ain't have our record. Remember, we beat him that the week we traded Theo Ratliff. We actually beat him with what's his name? Nazi Muhammad and Matt Geiger. We beat that Lakers team that Sunday, and then we traded them like Wednesday. We traded the team there. If that team didn't get hurt, we take that Lakers team. I think we take that Lakers team to 7. I think we can win that series, to be honest with you. Listen, Shaq was dominant, don't get me wrong. Shaq was that bull. He was. But he was if you got to do, and the game is close, that you got to pull out the game because you're going to miss from free throws, to me, that's a liability. That's a liability because you're going to miss free throws in the clutch. You're going to cost you the game. Like Giannis just did when he missed them 2 clutch free throws against whatchamacallit the other night.
So you said Curry never took him out the game at the end for defensive purposes?
Curry at his best? No. That was before.
At some point.
Yeah, Curry, that's what I'm saying. He's short. But I'm looking at a player's totality as a player. He's now, you don't do that no more. He's now a complete player. That's what I'm saying. I'm like Giannis. I always talk about Giannis can't shoot. Giannis can't shoot free throws that good either. He choked away a game the other night because he couldn't shoot free throws. I always told y'all this. Even though he did great in the finals and hit them 17 free throws, right? But he can't shoot. He can't consistently shoot free throws or a jump shot. So at some point, the dude becomes a liability. So if he ever fixes that, I'm not going to hold that against him for forever. I'm going to just say, yo, he used to be this, but now if Giannis got a jump shot, he will be the best player in the NBA. He may be one of the best players in history if he actually can knock down a jump shot consistently. But he can't. That's the reality of the situation. So, but Brian, my thing would see, Brian, Ephraim, is funny you talking about defense when Brian played 0 defense in the last 5 years. What we talking about? But, bro, I'm talking about Brian at his pinnacle. Brian at his pinnacle was everything. At everything. Y'all understand that the Miami Heat to the early Cleveland Cavaliers, LeBron, it was nobody fooling with him. He did everything on the court, from blocks to rebounds to assists to steals to scoring. He literally did everything. There's nobody in history that did what LeBron James could do.
Yeah,
Nobody. That's why I feel he's the most complete player in NBA history. With nobody that could assemble, who was as much of a one-man wrecking crew as LeBron James was. Nobody ever seen that before, and I don't think you ever see it again. Latif, what you saying? So he praises Curry and Bron D and criticizes Mike. I'm not See, this is what y'all doing. I'm not criticizing Mike. Mike was also. I just said Mike was probably Mike is, in my opinion, the second greatest player of all time. I'm saying he wasn't as great on defense as people try to say he was. Listen when I talk to y'all. Mike wasn't when they played against the Lakers in the finals. Who stuck Magic Johnson? If he was the greatest defensive player and he locked down everybody, who stuck Magic Johnson?
No, why would he stick Magic Johnson when Magic Johnson 6'9" and plays down low?
But he's the greatest. I seen Draymond Green stick players 5 inches taller than him because he's their best defensive player.
But Scotty was a better defender.
But
Scotty was a better defender.
Exactly my point.
Defender, but Michael still was a good defender. You don't sit there and say Michael wasn't a good defender.
I didn't say he wasn't a good defender. I said he's not as good as people try to say that he was. This is all I'm saying. He wasn't as good as people try to say that he was. He was a very good, solid defender. I'm not saying Jordan had weaknesses in his game where he was like a weak defender, nothing like that. No, but sometimes you got to get a player who does certain things so the player Jordan can use his best ability, which is scoring. The same thing Golden State did with Steph Curry. Why would you try to have a player like Curry be locking down and wasting energy playing defense when he's your best scoring option? Like, that don't even make no sense. So the Bulls did the same thing. Let's get a player. Let's get Rodman who can rebound. Let's get Pimpin who can defend, and let Jordan do his thing with scoring. That's what they did. And he was great at scoring. That's why they was able to do it.
But the boy Kawhi, he was a two-way player.
Okay, and how many championships you got?
3.
Huh?
3.
How many championships he got?
3.
He got two with Sacramento. I'm talking about as the best player on the team. He has one.
And he was the best player on the team with Toronto.
Yeah, that's the one he got.
And he got 2 with San Antonio.
Exactly. He wasn't the best. Who was the best player on the team with San Antonio?
He was. Tim Duncan was washed up at that time. He was older.
That was a group effort. He averaged 16 points in the finals and won the MVP.
Kawhi was that dude. He was that guy. Don't hate on Kawhi. The ball clutch, mid-range.
Steph can defend now. He can defend. Steph is a very solid defender. He's a very solid defender right now. He is.
Yeah, one good series, and all of a sudden you want to say he's the best.
One good series. Listen. Y'all go argue me with y'all what? I know y'all mad he won that last. Steph haters is mad that he won that last. Everybody thought Boston. I had people hit me up. Boston gonna run through y'all. Steph ain't ready for Boston defense. They coming at you in waves and all this stuff like that. They pressure you full court. They got Smart and Tatum and Brown. They gonna do the thing, and he annihilated them. And when Brown and Tatum tried to put Steph 1-on-1, he was all up in him. He's all up in him. He did what he had to do. You couldn't just run him over and think you're going to score on him and all that. So it is what it is.
Shout out to Embiid Minds. He was like, "We need Joel Embiid on the court." Oh, we do.
Oh, you definitely need Joel Embiid on the court.
We do.
I'm just saying.
This team
on the court bad.
And this makes me a little disappointed because I expect more. I expect them to play 500 ball with Joel not being in the lineup. I didn't expect to win and be dominant like we were. But we should at least play 500 ball, and I blame that a lot of maybe on the coaching. Coaching should, as a great coach, we should have been able to play 500 ball while he was out, and we have still been in the 4th or 5th seed.
We missing him. We missing Melton. We've been missing people all year. Batum been in and out the lineup. Tobias been out the lineup. Tobias been playing like trash when he been in the lineup outside of the night. There's been a lot going on. Can I live? Draymond did cost Steph a championship. Getting stupid when he kicked LeBron in the Nets. He actually did cost. They would have won that 73-9 year. They're the one. They had all the momentum on that side. That took the momentum away from. And y'all remember Bogut got hurt in that joint too.
he is kind of messed up his legacy. You think he's destroyed his legacy?
Draymond.
Yeah.
Last
2 years.
See, it's like Draymond is like the gift and the curse. Because without Draymond, they not there. But with him, he does cost them. But he also helps them win. So it's like now I think at this point in his career, he's being more detrimental than positive. It was a point where his negativity, his positivity outweighed his negativity. Now I don't know if that's the case anymore. I think his negativity is outweighing his positivity where he's bringing. Right. And somebody said he's the most overrated player. I don't know if he's an overrated player, but I don't think he's overrated defensively. I think Draymond Green is he's the best defensive player in the since he's came into the league. He's been in the league about 12 years. I think he's been the best defensive player for a decade. And I think in my opinion, he's one of the top 10 defensive players of all time. He's one of the only players that I can legitimately say I think you could put Draymond on any 1 through 5 position all game, and he will guard him effectively all game. He's one of the very few players I think you could say that about.
All game?
All game. I think you could put him on a point guard. You could put him on shooting. He definitely already plays center and power forward. You could put him on a small forward. I think you do it with Draymond, and he'll have a good game.
I can't say you're wrong, but I have a.
He is. See, but what everybody see, this is what I gotta stop doing, bro. It's like when somebody say, "Y'all," this is what y'all do. When somebody say, "Yo, somebody's a great cornerback," and they say, "Well, why couldn't he stop Jerry Rice?" It's like, what? Bro, Jerry Rice is the greatest of all time. So it's like saying Draymond, so why couldn't he stop Bron? LeBron James is the greatest of all time. Like that don't even make no sense. Like, don't pick the dude all the way up here. Most dudes he can play effectively against. Nobody's going to stop LeBron James and shut him down. The only person can stop LeBron James. Like he stopped himself in the Dallas series. That's the only player that can stop LeBron James. That's like saying somebody can get on Michael Jordan and shut Michael Jordan down consistently. The only person going to shut Michael Jordan down is Michael Jordan. Only person going to shut a Kobe Bryant down consistently is a Kobe Bryant. These dudes have perfected the art of scoring. But defenders like Draymond will fare well or above average against the majority of players that they actually see. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Yeah, you also seen Deion cooked. You also seen Deion get cooked. Jerry Rice also got the better Deion a couple times. This is what I'm saying. You're not going to lock nobody up all the time. You're talking about the greatest player who locked LeBron James up, who locked Jordan up. Even the greatest defensive players, Rodman. Whoever y'all say that's over Draymond Green, you tell me that player could lock up LeBron. Name these people that's going to lock LeBron up that you think is better than Draymond. That's going to lock up LeBron or lock up Jordan. Who is that?
Name.
Exactly my point.
And he got an MVP.
They don't exist. So we trying to hold Draymond to this standard. People don't like Draymond. If he don't play for your team, you don't like him. If he play for your team, you'll love Draymond. But he got this brashness about him. He's emotional all over the place. He's punching on people and all that. So people don't like Draymond for that reason. So and he's very vocal and speaks his mind, and he very kind of braggadocious dude at times. So people don't like him for that. So they try to take credit of what he really is. Draymond is a great defensive player. There's no doubt about that.
Now, let me ask you something. This year, Klay Thompson's a free agent at the end of the year. Would the Sixers be interested if you're the Sixers GM? Sign him, play
again.
Klay Thompson, free agent.
He always gonna be able to shoot.
So playing next to Maxey, backcourt.
My only thing about Klay, I question sometimes Klay's mental toughness a little bit. Like, I don't know how he would even fare getting traded or leaving Golden State, like how he will feel about that.
If the money's right, he'll feel good.
I mean, he's getting paid good money now, and he's still all over the place.
All right. Next question. Would you go to a Diddy party right now? It's like, no, my fault. My bad. That's not what I was going to say.
He running for his life. Yeah. You better get out of the country like the bull Russell did.
Exactly. Like, just go under.
SB Cole, I think Klay don't want to leave. I think Klay is very comfortable. He likes the fun in the sun and out there in Cali and all that. I don't think Klay is going nowhere. I think it will be more destructive mentally for Klay if he went anywhere else, be honest with you. Go ahead. What's your next question?
Oh, Ice Cube. He offered Caitlin Clark a deal to play in W in his Big 3 league. $5 million. You think that's a good deal? You think that was fair? 5?
Yeah, she the hottest thing in the girls and women's sports right now.
Yeah,
she's like what Serena was to tennis. Like she the big ticket draw. So he know what he's doing. It's a smart move. Did she accept? Is she going to play?
It's still pending, but the offer was made, and Cube actually acknowledged that they did presented an offer for her. She still could play in the WNBA, but he's saying that he wants her to play. It's like 8 games in the summertime for the Big Three.
I mean, that far exceeds going to probably exceed her WNBA
The
contract.
max money in the WNBA is $300,000 a year. She don't make $5 million.
Wow. Yeah, she the hot ticket right now. She can shoot, she could ball. I mean, she get a little hype because she white, obviously, but she a baller. She's certified. She's certified. I would like to see her in a 3-point shoot competition with Steph Curry.
I keep hearing Juju is better than Clark. You think that's true? Juju.
Who's that? Oh, Juju. I don't watch. I don't know. I don't watch enough to know. You know, Caitlin Clark is all over the screen, so you see her by default. But I don't watch enough to confirm or deny it. I don't know. I got to start paying more attention than that, and I could give y'all an educated guess. She ain't going to play that could hurt her brand if she gets trashed. Make them pay 87. That's what he said. There might be some truth to that. The Heat won by 60 points. Woo! Good night. Who they smoke?
She said he won't score.
Somebody said Jalen Brunson had 61 in the loss. 61 points in the loss to the Spurs. That's nice. He said, okay, X-Men, she's the truth. She a dog walk Clark. I gotta watch. I gotta check it out to see. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me that she got game. Clark is the golden goose right now.
So the boy Kevin Porter Jr. He's been sitting out this year because he got into that big old. They say he got in a fight with his girlfriend and everything in New York. He settled the case. He's a free agent. Would you sign him on the cheap right now? The boy's a true point guard, 6'4", only 23.
So who time is he taking? Who time is he taking?
He can take anybody's time. He's 23.
I mean, listen. Just to have him in Tuck, probably. I think it might be a good move just to have him in Tuck, even for next year, because you probably probably leave.
You can get him on the cheap right now.
They saying Clark is the best woman player of all time. Y'all know what that's about. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot to say that. The best woman player of all time. I don't know about that. Yeah, she better take that $5 million. She's smart. She's taking that $5 million to play. And honestly, I mean, what I will say is because she is who she is going to have a lot more endorsement opportunities.
Yeah.
So even if she don't take the $5 million, she probably will still be able to make a lot of money outside of the WNBA. But the $5 million, that ain't bad to start. Not bad to start.
You know, in the NBA, like once you leave college for the women anyway, you kind of get lost in the sauce. Like people don't really follow the WNBA. So if she was to go to the Big Three league and just play, because you know how that league is set up, where they play half court basketball.
Is there any other girls in that league, or she be the first girl in the league?
She'll be the first girl in the league. She would be.
So she look like trash out there versus the men.
Here's the thing, man. You gotta look at it as a business. You make her look good. Because the thing is, she's gonna draw the sellouts that they don't have. If you notice on the television, they always be showing on like the lower level. They only be showing the top level because they be empty. She will be able to sell out those arenas for those 8 games because everybody want to see her. She's the big ticket. You bring her in there, you can make money. Everybody eat.
But suppose she don't. So you saying let her get off?
A little bit.
You talk manufacture hype for her.
You know how they do it. The NBA is entertainment.
It is entertainment.
The NFL does it all the time.
It is entertainment, but at the end of the day, in sports, just like we know on the street, the cream rises to the top. Like if you good, you're gonna be good. If you not, you not. Like if she get exposed, it's not. I mean, and not even necessarily exposed because her playing against men is not really exposing her. Because I mean, you know, these dudes been playing ball, physically, athletically, taller. They got all the advantages, so it wouldn't really be exposing her. What they need to do, what he need to do, is Q might need to think about making a Big Three, women's Big Three.
That's a good.
That's what he might need to think about doing.
Or have a 2 women stick each other at a return. Maybe have women on each roster.
Grab Juju. Everybody saying Juju that nice. pay Juju another $5 million and get her to be on the one team that they play. Get maybe a woman for each couple teams or something. If you want to start introducing women into the sport, either have a 3-on-3 woman or you got to make the teams co-ed.
Yeah. Especially, what's the girl from LSU? Reese, what's her name?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Bring her. I know she's gonna play another year, but next year bring her in, and then you make some money. Because right now the women's basketball actually been outperforming in this tournament. People have been watching their games versus the men's game.
That's what the ratings say, huh?
Yeah. So I'm just saying, if there's an opportunity.
Angel Reese, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she better than Caitlin?
She's not better than Caitlin, but I like her better than Caitlin.
Okay. She got that dog in her.
She do.
Ready to fight somebody. I saw the last clip I saw. She ready to go.
Yeah, she from Maryland, Baltimore. She will.
Oh yeah. She from B-more. She about that action, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out to the folks in Baltimore. I know they got that bridge collapse.
Oh yeah, that was tragic.
All right. So before we wrap this up, what are your thoughts on Kobe Bryant's parents selling his ring that Kobe actually gave to his parents for some dough?
That's Kobe's fault a little bit, because if you made sure your parents were secure, then they wouldn't have to worry about selling your merchandise.
Okay.
That's how I see it. What you think?
Oh, he married a very evil woman in Vanessa, and you see when you marry someone evil make you do certain things. Like he sat there. The reason why he was fluent in speaking Italian, that he went to the greatest schools. Like he's from my area, so he went to Lower Merion, prestigious school out there on the main line. He learned so many, been practicing with NBA players, been able to practice with Temple, McGonigal Hall, all of those places. He gave those opportunities was afforded to him because of his father. And so you marry a woman that your mom and dad never approved of, who was a groupie or a video vixen, I should say, and you sit there and you die, and she's sitting on $1 billion, and she can give him $10 million to live comfortably. That's your parent. Because let's say Kobe was the issue, but Kobe's not there anymore. So the love that you have, you sit on $1 billion, you can make sure that his parents is taken care of. That's straight. That's evil. That's wickedness in her heart. That's cruel. I mean, you can't do that to your husband's living, surviving parents right now. That's wickedness. I feel no empathy for that woman. I feel none. She's evil. And everybody keep caping up for, Vanessa, we feel so sorry for you. You had an opportunity to take care of his parents because he didn't do it.
But that's why I said that's Kobe's fault more than it is Vanessa's, in my opinion. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, but Kobe should have made sure that his parents, and I don't even know how their relationship get so bad. That's another thing. Like,
because they disapproved of her. They disapproved of her initially. And think about this. Every man we all got wives that's on here. And you know how sometimes even when you feel in a certain way, your wife is always going to sit there and give you the other version of what could be the other side of the truth, especially when it's dealing with your family. For her not to be the bridge between his parents, let's say he was beefing with his bridge. To me, that shows that she was the one that was creating the beef. It had to be her, because if it was him, then if it wasn't him, then she would have started establishing a new relationship with those parents. Especially they got to her grandkids. Her grandkids should have a relationship. Clearly, they don't. That's a wicked woman. She's wicked. Remember, she changed the name of the Mamba Academy like less than a year after he's dead. She changed it and putting other names on there. I mean, I don't know why y'all be caping for Vanessa. Vanessa is
Who you talking about? Yo, I cape that I cape for Vanessa. I'm saying is to me, Kobe's more at fault than anything. Like I think that's a nut son to your parents. Your parents did all that for you, sent you to the best of the best. Vanessa wasn't there for none of that. Like she reaping the benefits of what his parents did. Yes. So for that alone, you should feel a certain amount of gratitude for what they were able to instill in their son to become what he became. So I agree with you with that. But my thing is, it initially, I can't put more blame on her than I am on Kobe Bryant. But why? Kobe Bryant is initially at fault for letting
why do you think that relationship is fractured?
Who? I'm telling you, his parents.
Yeah. You don't think that she had any influence on why he has
maybe, but he Kobe Bryant, bro. Like you the man of your household. At the end of the day, like that's between you and your parents. You want to be there and set. You could have easily set money aside for them and said, "Yo, if anything ever happens to me, here's 50 mil. Here's 60 or whatever you want, 20 mil, whatever you want to set aside." Kobe could have done that, regardless of whether Vanessa wanted him to or not.
But she's sitting on $1 billion and she could still do it and chose not to. Think about that. Remember he broke up his relationship with Nike. He said, "I'm not messing with Nike no more." She just established a brand new relationship with Nike all over again. Like, okay, forget about his feelings.
Listen,
she ain't good. She's wicked.
She and her. Somebody said this in the comment section. She's not even looking out for her own mom. So that shows you what kind of person that she is.
I know she kicked her mom out the own spot. I forgot about that.
But at the same time, Kobe is just as guilty as she is in this whole thing. You can't let Kobe, just because he's a great basketball player and everybody loved him, this mama mentality and all that stuff like that, and don't let him off the hook for being a terrible son. There's no way in the world that your parents sacrificed all they did, and I'm sure his dad was there getting the best coaches, getting the best trainers.
Yep.
That had him in the best schools, like you said. His dad would take him down to the inner cities in North Philly and all them and have him play against Bulls in North Philly and make sure he got that dog in him. That's why Kobe got that dog in him. He played against City Bulls. So this what his dad did to make sure that he was great. And then when you become great, you don't repay him for the for the hard work that they did. I don't know. I don't like that, bro. I don't like that. That's corny.
And I agree with that. But I said, now that Kobe's gone and now she's sitting on the fortune.
I agree with that too. But Kobe, listen, he's like somebody said, what he say? Charlie M. No, not Charlie M. Make him pay. He said he ain't put him in his will. That's on Kobe. I agree. They should have this should have been okay. If you got family, right? And your daughter's getting older, you're getting older, and you leave a will and you get your will together, and you don't put your daughters in there, and then your wife, whatever, you start beefing with your daughters and she don't take care of them. Who's the initial blame on? Is it you or your wife?
I mean that's a little different because if you may not put your daughters on the will because you know.
I'm saying once you older or whatever like that, they moved out and you know they out the house. I'm talking about they out the house, they older. And you putting your finances in order, you saying, all right, when I go, this is who I want, boo, 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 boo. And you didn't put your daughters on the will, that's your fault.
But you would think that your wife is going to take care of her own children. But what's different with Kobe is Kobe knew his wife was evil. He should have made sure that this family was taken care of.
And that's what I'm saying. This is my point. You assume that your wife would more than likely take care of your own kids, right?
Yeah.
And more than likely she would.
Yeah.
Kobe knew his wife wasn't going to take care of his parents. He knew that. There's no way if the story that you painting to her helped causing this division between him and his parents or not mending the bridge or whatever she's doing, he know what's going to happen after he died. And he didn't take the time to make sure his parents taken care of. Now, maybe he thought he had more time. Maybe his death was very unexpected.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't. He didn't know he was going to go there. She might have knew. He didn't know that he was going to go down that helicopter.
He didn't. But he should have at least already had something. Truth be told, they've been crying about financial problems way before he died. This ain't the first time we heard about Kobe and his parents. Remember when he was alive, they was talking about selling all his memorabilia and stuff. This was like 15 years ago or
Because
something.
that 80s NBA money has been dried up.
It's gone. They wasn't
Gone.
paying them that much.
And then what happened? Like that's what I said. There should be an obligation. Like real talk. If he had an NBA contract, let's say he signed an NBA contract for $120 million, maybe a 4-year contract. Your mom and dad ain't worth 1 year or half a season of NBA money where you just set to the side like, listen, this money set aside that I made for this half a season of a 15-year NBA career. My mom ain't worth this. My dad ain't worth this. My 2 sisters ain't worth this.
I gotta hear Kobe's side of the story on this.
You want to wait a while.
I just don't like. I mean, I'm just confused as to why he wouldn't even like why when he knew they was struggling. Why from what I hear, he didn't even take care of his own sister like that. Only got a sister who's kind of struggling and all that kind of stuff like that.
Yeah, she working in a casino. She's working for like Las Vegas.
That's what I'm saying. See now you see it's looking worse for Kobe now. Now see what it say? Birds of a feather. Him and Vanessa probably the same person. She not taking care of her peoples. He didn't take care of his peoples. They was made for each other.
Or maybe it was just the influence because I do know that Jerry West at one point. I
can't blame her for that. He a grown man, bro.
No,
he a grown man.
You know.
So you tell me your wife can influence you not to help your daughters or help somebody in your family or something like that. And you I mean bubbling for, or let's say just you, Tim, somebody in your family that you necessarily might not have been that close to, or she might not have been that close to, whatever like that, and they asked you, yo, let me get $50. I need the whole. You wouldn't do that. And this is not that. And I'm saying that $50 because like $10 million is probably like maybe $100 to Kobe and $300. Yeah. And somebody said, yo, let me get $300. You mean to tell me that dude won't stop you from helping him?
No.
So why couldn't he give the money to his family? That's what I'm saying.
I agree though. Who fighting?
Not 2 sons in there fighting over something. I don't know.
Oh, I was just joking. They really is fighting.
They was arguing. They was yelling about something.
Okay. No, on the real. Even that's why you have your wife. Your wife is usually the one who kind of be that balance for you when you do make them silly mistakes or you're not thinking straight. They the ones like, yo, you got to mend this.
I agree.
And you're not getting that from her.
And sometimes you as a man can be you could do the same thing. It don't seem like neither one of them is doing it because neither one of their parents are getting looked out for. That's all I'm saying. I don't know what's going on with him.
He paid that Jordan in Denver more money than he paid his parents. The Jordan he got caught with. She got more money.
Real quick, the Hassan Reddick, I don't like the Hassan Reddick trade. Hassan Reddick is a beast. I like Hassan Reddick. Ethan always feels he's a little undersized. He's like a linebacker playing DN a little bit. But Hassan Reddick in the right, he got a motor on him. He kind of remind me of Trent Cole a little bit. Trent Cole was always kind of undersized boy like that who kind of had a high motor. And that's what I kind of see with like Hassan Reddick with that. I like Hassan Reddick. I wish they didn't trade him. I think Laurie might have missed on this one. I know he always try to bounce the books and he all about bottom line money dude, but I don't like getting rid of Hassan Reddick. Hopefully the quote y'all we got from y'all could be nice. I don't like that.
No, I agree. I don't like that move. He's from Philly, a Philly boy. He wanted to be here. But I guess they're looking like they can't pay everybody. You still got to play the young boy this year, Devontae Smith. He has to get a contract. So you just can't pay everybody. So unless he was asking more than $51 million that we just paid the Bull Huff, like unless he was asking for more than that, but if not, I'd rather would have just kept what we got and just gave him $51 million extension.
I agree. Hey, Bernard McCoy, real quick before we get out of here, because I'm about to end the show. Listen, I'm not questioning. First of all, let me go back to a previous comment you made because you were trying to say something about between Jordan and LeBron. He said, "Who would you take in a long jump, Carl Lewis or Mike Powell, the world record holder? Just because you have the scoring record does not make you better than MJ." I didn't say it had nothing to do with scoring with LeBron. LeBron is he's the most complete all-around basketball player I've ever seen play. That's all I'm saying. I seen Jordan play. I saw Jordan play. I watched LeBron play. Not Kareem, Magic, Bird, Shaq, Olajuwon. I seen all these dudes play, all these great players, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, whoever you want to name. LeBron is the most complete out of everybody I've ever seen. That's all I'm saying. And now, if you want to say a career, who had the best career, you might better say Jordan's that 6-0 career wise. Nobody's probably in the modern day game. Nobody's probably going to come close to that. So Jordan had the best winning career. But when it comes to basketball and the best all around basketball skills, I don't think nobody's better than LeBron James. I think he's and I don't think you will no time soon see another LeBron James. That's all I'm saying. That's why I take LeBron.
That's strong. That's a strong statement.
Trent Cole was that big? He was 270? The Trent Cole thing about? Yeah. I didn't know he was that big. Did he start off that big or did he get bigger later? Because I thought he was kind of a little smaller when he started off, Chris. The 270, that's impressive. He had a motor on him, though.
Yeah, that's what I said. He had a motor. I remember him having a motor. I think he's in politics now. And he took a walk on the wild side.
Here's the thing about the Haaretz Reddick situation. They're acting like he was too small, but they went to replace him with Nolan Smith, who's the same size. I know that's what I thought too. So why do they think Nolan Smith will work? I agree with that.
Because it's not about it's about the money. He wants a long-term contract extension. He wants a contract extension. You can't extend everybody, just the nature of the beast. So like who you gotta choose who you're gonna pay.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. All right, y'all.
This show, time to wrap it up.
Thank you. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. We'll be back Sunday. We got a 6 o'clock game.
All right, that's what it is.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. I don't know if I'll be here. I might be out Sunday. I don't know. Okay. I'll let y'all know.
We'll be on though, y'all.